Welcome in, everyone. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons Descent into Avernus. I am your humble DM today, Rebel Aviator, if you don't know who I am, obviously. But welcome in. It has been a minute. It's been about a month since we jumped back in to Avernus. So, obviously the reason for my hiatus was to get everything settled for moving and transitioning out of the military. We are done with that part. Everything is set, and then we will be doing a little bit of D&D until we start the move. So in the interim, we will be doing that. So we will continue where we left off with the party going back to El Terrell and entering into Avernus. So, but it's good to see y'all. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Again, the channel points are just not there today. I didn't want to get overwhelmed with the returning of our D&D campaign. They will be back on next session. So just a heads up, tonight is mostly driven by story, some encounters, but mostly story. So if you're only here for the channel points, I'm very sorry to disappoint you, but I really want to get into the story and the feeling of loss, the feeling of hopelessness in this campaign. So Beth is listening in. Appreciate that. I know you're going to be a little late. That's fine. The wife is going to be late too. She's at work. So no big deal. No big deal at all. But welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And it's going to be a good night. It's going to be a great night. I feel it. I'm trying to get my DM skills back up. Feeling a little rusty. And we are ready to get started. So, but again, the channel points will be turned off for this event. They will return next session. And again, everything we upload will go straight to our YouTube channel. Yes, I am aware. But for that, we will go over to the table and check in with our players and see how everyone is feeling. Let me go ahead and get that all set up and see them and their beautiful, beautiful faces. So let us go that way.
It's pretty. Now shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Mara, Sugma from the back. Hello.
Hello, players.
So, Giant Slayer is having an issue. He cannot log into anything.
Okay.
What?
Log into like Tailspire.
D&D Beyond, Tailspire.
Okay. So we'll give him a little bit. Not a big deal.
Okay.
Might have to log out of Steam and log back in through Steam to get in.
Possibly if he did it through that.
He wasn't logged into Steam to begin with.
Oh.
Everything logged him out.
Okay. Yeah, it won't take him no time at all. So, but how are we feeling returning to Avernus?
I'm not gonna lie, because I've been playing an Abby and There's campaign, I feel like I'm gonna be mixing up my characters now.
Well, are you a Warforged and everything?
Pretty
I'm a
much.
Warforged in those two campaigns.
My God.
And those are the only two times I've played a Warforged.
Sir, I'm gonna have to start to referring to you as Setsuna F-Seiya. You are a Gundam.
I am a god.
You're a mecha.
So
He is Gundam.
So
He's
while we while we wait for everyone to kind of get to the table and figure that out, last we left off, if I remember correctly, you guys had just popped into Avernus. Troxagor had used his spell to get you guys there. You're in the center of one place in El Terrell, which had just started its descent into Avernus. So
Yeah, we just got to El Terrell, the city map in El Terrell.
yep. So as you see on as you guys are there, it is just a placeholder map for now. We will get into more of the actual story of what's going on. Please allow me to paint the picture for you. As the city has been plunged into El Terrell, right above you, as you see, let me go ahead and pull up that disclaimer here. A hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city streets in which you stand, lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet in a red, smoky sky. A 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strobes of bluish white lightning that strikes the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop of a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbled fortress. Trexigor gazes up at the black orb nervously, utters a few arcane syllables, and disappears with a blink of an eye. So, you guys are literally in the city center of El Terrell currently.
Oh, our otter friend ditched us.
Yeah. So, I do not have the picture of what you see. I can change that, but it's a fairly grim looking around you as you kind of see, like, if you look out around the edges of the city, you'll kind of see like this early morning or early dusk kind of orange around where you're at. Obviously, then looking up is a black sun looking with lightning shooting off at obviously irregular intervals, and this blue hue that kind of radiates around it. Below you hear the sounds of battle and infernal chantings, screaming, and all sorts of hellish things that are going on right now. But yeah, that is currently where you are inside of Avernus and El Terrell. Again, I appreciate you guys indulging in coming back to Avernus after a month. I would assume a month's time since we last campaigned. So
Yeah, it's been roughly 3 weeks.
yeah, so it's gonna be good. I got a good feeling about it tonight. But I have decided to turn off the channel points on the stream for the bless, curse, damage, heals, and all that stuff. So you guys are literally on your own tonight. Because I didn't want to get overwhelmed with trying to keep track
Jump
of all
back
that
into
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, Pico.
Yeah.
So
Is Feth coming?
Yes,
Feth
he's
will.
gonna be like 35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, he just got
Okay.
off the bus and he
Because I
walked.
saw him in the stream. I didn't know if he routed up to be able to play or not.
No, he'll be here. He's just gonna be a little late. My loaf will probably be a while late. She doesn't get off work till about 9 tonight. So,
Also, side note, if you need some more assets, I uploaded some more Hero Forge. They're connected to the campaign, so if you need things like that, feel free.
perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Just more minis.
Yeah, I love minis. So,
All the minis.
all the minis. I have pretty much laid out how you guys are going to go through this tonight, but again, all this is dependent upon you guys, and that I will ask to keep crosstalk off the table as much as possible. But again, we're going to have to knock the rust off of going back into playing D&D as well. So, with all that, I do want to give a good shout out to our friends, the Dirty Rollers, which today is the Dirty Rollers' birthday. Himself,
Hey.
it is his birthday. So if you can go over to his channel and say happy birthday from the Hangar Bay, that'd be great. He is currently streaming Wild Beyond the Witchlight, that campaign on a Roll20 system. So, and let me go ahead and get a shouty done for that. If I can type today, that's my problem.
Your fingers don't work.
I know.
That's my problem every day.
There we go. Got it all set. But again, I know we haven't been doing this for a while, but I appreciate you guys at least indulging me while we have at least 3 to 4 sessions left before I start my move. So we can get through a lot of story in 3 or 4 sessions. So with all that, should we go ahead and get started? And then everyone should be here except for Feth and Empress, which looks like it's fine. Looks like we got everyone. Giant Slayer, welcome in, buddy. Are you good to go?
I believe so. I had to log back in through, like, I'm not kidding, 8 different platforms.
Well,
That was fun.
that happens. That happens. And again, the multi-stream link is placed above in my chat and in the sidebar as well. If you want to use that, make sure that everyone is getting their point of views put across as well. So hopefully that helps you guys out. But if we are ready to rock and roll, I'm ready to get this story on the road. So let us go ahead and get started if there are no objections.
Let's go. Let's get it.
All right. Be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Let's get it started, shall we?
Rated M for mature.
We're not waiting for a war. We bring the war to them.
Very cinnamony.
Right.
You ever had, like, when you were a kid and you're like, oh, big red gum, yeah, let me get a piece, and then somehow as a child you put like 4 in your mouth?
All right. So
That's the hint of what just blasted me in the face.
That's what it's like to do 5.
welcome
It's
back,
like,
everyone, to Avernus, or El Terrell, as we have started our descent into Avernus. For those who are just starting with us, a hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city streets in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet. In the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that strikes the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbled fortress. Traxagor gazes up at the black orb nervously, utters a few arcane syllables, and disappears in the blink of an eye. For that, you are now in the city center of El Terrell, as it has begun its descent into Avernus. What does the party want to do?
I want to roll a perception check.
I want to see my character.
Again, on the
I
table,
know, I'm joking.
just for this point, I'm not bringing anyone's characters to this table right now. It is because we are just getting started on the on this. So let me get this. All right, cool. So the 26 for perception. You notice exactly that. A few buildings here still stand, and a few buildings otherwise are just decaying, crumbling. A few things of fire in a few of the thatched roofs, and all that. So it is very hellish. But you do hear in the distance a few bit of cries for help. Men and women shrieking and running for their lives as well.
Well, everyone, seems we're at a bit of a crossroads. Do we want to go poke around at some old buildings, or do we want to go to the shrieks of terror?
Yeah.
Let's go investigate the shrieks. That's what I say.
I still don't talk. I
Upon
just follow.
I do have a quick question though, Rebel.
yes,
So, with your description of El Terrell, does it smell like Pete's pouches?
no, it's still a city, but
no,
the
like everything's
See, he
blasted you
missed
with-
it. He missed that part.
so the city obviously being pulled into Avernus smells of brimstone and fire,
So yes.
and a little bit of the blood being spilled. That smell of fresh blood being slayed across the ground. Obviously, that assaults your senses as well. Yeah, sulfur. Thank you, Beth. So that is what you are currently smelling. There's about a shriek or two of a few people up the way, roughly around north of you. And if you guys decide to go there, we can travel that far. Your call.
I want to roll. Am I okay? I'm not muted. I'm sorry. I'm so used to being muted. Can I roll a perception to see if I notice? I just want to test like visibility, basically.
Okay. So your visibility, as it stands right now, it is basically broad daylight as far as it is, because of the black orb that is above you. So it's not dark. Obviously the red tint that is layering all of Avernus is kind of what you're looking at. So to this is always daylight here. There is no like sun and moon rotation. Okay. So it is all.
So it doesn't change visibility. It just changes like perception of color.
Yes.
Okay.
So, would you all like to move towards the shrieking, or would you like to investigate some buildings?
I'm back.
You know, let's go see if we can save anybody. Might as well.
Okay.
See if we can set up a refugee camp.
Okay. So, let me go ahead and get you guys to that part here real quick. Let's see. We are going to go here. And bear with me as I change up everything here. Fetching all players. Welcome to the board. I do need to put your minis on the table here. This is gonna be cool. Let me get it. We got Sangtoro. Come here. There we go. Sangtoro. Mir. I forgot you're huge.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, because
That's what she said.
well, remember when we were at last at El Terrell, we I decided to make you guys Godzillas so you guys can play with the mini map. That's what it was. Yeah, so that map that we were on that was all of El Terrell is actually a mini map. So it's scaled way down. So all of you guys are now still giants because I forgot to set you guys back to your normal 1x1 size. Also, make sure that you guys have your ability to move and your distance reader on there as well.
Yep.
Let's see here. Boom.
That's one big kitty.
There's a big kitty. Oh, come here.
Oh, some teeny tiny street lamps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, normal size.
And I'm going to put Corvo right here because he'll be joining us sooner than not. All right. There we go. All right. Everyone here? Everyone able to move their characters? Did I not get Pete on there?
Yep.
There's Pete's character there. Okay. Awesome. And let me make sure I've got everyone. Okay. So as you guys are all kind of moving towards the sounds of distress, I want Cherry to give me a perception check, please.